Once upon a time, passion was not as passionate as it is now. This was back in the winter of 2012. I was 21, and this is when the supposed end of the world was supposed to occur. But the thing is, I had an awakening. I had a shift in consciousness. And I knew I wanted to change my life. I was in disgust with my life, where my life was, and I knew I needed change. Back around that time, I was listening to these spiritual type of gurus on YouTube, and they were saying that you can only get spiritual powers and you can only really become the master of your life when you let go of the meats and the dairy, because you're not as clean with that stuff in you, and your mind is not as clear, and your will is not as powerful when you have that stuff in you. And after hearing that, something really clicked to me. One of my spiritual gurus also told me that he didn't like meat eaters, and I was like, wow, that's kind of mean. But I was wondering why he didn't like meat eaters. And then he was saying that meat eaters harm his brothers and sisters. He was talking about the animals. And I was like, we're really doing that? And I was like, yeah, we kind of are harming the animals by eating their dead bodies. And then I made the connection. Because it's demand and supply. And when you demand a dead body to eat, you're not necessarily killing that animal because it's already dead, but you're demanding more animals to be slaughtered. Because it's demand and supply. You purchase, then more have to come in to be slaughtered for more people. So I was mainly plant-based during that time. I didn't care about the animals that much. I did somewhat. But I more so cared about the spiritual powers. I wanted superpowers. I wanted to create my life the way I wanted to create it, the best I possibly could. And when I heard from the spiritual gurus that you could do it better, eating only plants, that really set something off in me. So I started to eliminate meats gradually. You can definitely do it faster than I did. It took me about 2 months. And because I wasn't as passionate about doing it, I didn't really care about the animals that much. I more so wanted spiritual powers, and I could have definitely done it faster than I did. I could have done it overnight if I seen the right material and got the right message. But I did do it gradually. I didn't really eat pork and beef too much, so I cut out chicken, I think first, then I cut out turkey, then I cut out fish, and basically I went vegan overnight for vegetarian. I think I was vegetarian for about a day and then went straight to the vegan lifestyle because I never really liked dairy and milk, and I never really understood that those products, they hurt animals, because or basically to get dairy, any dairy product, because cheese comes from milk, you have to steal the milk from the mother cow, and from the calf that the milk belongs to, because she produces the milk for the baby. So you have to take that away from the baby, and then the baby becomes malnourished and they become separated, and then the baby gets slaughtered. So it's essentially the animal slaughter industry, the meat and dairy industry have the same evils going on. It can actually be argued that the dairy industry is actually more suffering goes on in there, because you have to break up families, you have to steal from the baby becomes malnourished, and it's just an awful process that the mother goes through. A good documentary to know what the animals go through is Earthlings. Watch Earthlings if you care about animals in any kind of way. We all do at some point in our lives care about animals. More so when we're kids. When we grow up, we're taught to, not care about animals. Care about the dog, care about the cat, care about chipmunks, but that chicken over there, don't care about that. That's food. You can eat that. That fish, don't care about the fish. You can eat that. Even though all these animals feel pain, all these animals have a central nervous system that connects to the brain, and they can feel pain and suffering and fear. We're told not to care about certain animals, but care about other animals and call them pets. But the thing is, I didn't make that connection to kind of later on when I was a vegan. You just realize that the animals suffer and you don't want them to suffer. That's like the first part. And then you gradually have more empathy to the animals and make the connection and see the contradictions in our society. Our society is really fucked up how we view what is right and what is wrong. Passion, having the passion of life. Eating a plant-based diet and being vegan, caring about animals gave me passion, gave me purpose. And that's one big reason why I started this YouTube channel. Because I have a purpose now. I'm doing something that is helping the world and helping people, helping animals, helping the planet, helping progress. If you're not helping with progress for the world, you're going to contribute to its detriment. And I want to be a hero. I want to be a hero. I don't want to be the villain. For the planet and for the humans and for the animals, I want to help progress. So being vegan gave me the passion that I needed to take my life in the right direction. And then being vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. You can like drink Coke and eat French fries, McDonald's French fries, and be vegan. It doesn't mean you're healthy. A vegan isn't a diet, it's a lifestyle, it's an ethical decision. It's an ethical choice, being vegan. It's not a diet. So the diet is called plant-based, and you just don't eat any animal products, no honey, no milk, no eggs, no cheese. And after I went plant-based, I wanted to connect more with people who live like me, people who ate like me, people who thought like me. So I connected with vegans on Facebook, because I didn't have any vegans anywhere in my vicinity where I lived in Georgia, in the country basically. There were some in Atlanta, but I didn't live in Atlanta. So I needed community. So I connected with more vegans, more like minds on Facebook to network. And I became more connected to what vegan was. I don't think I watched Earthlings till after I connected with fellow vegans on Facebook, and then they were talking about the documentary. And also YouTube is a good place to network with vegans. But eventually I came across a documentary called Earthlings, and I watched it, and I even got more of a connection with the animals. So I was more hardcore vegan after seeing that documentary. And a lot of people say they don't want to see animal slaughter videos. And it's understandable because, I mean, who really wants to see animals suffer? Who really wants to see that? I don't really want to see that, but besides what makes me feel uncomfortable, I want to see the truth. I want to know the truth, because without the truth, I'm kind of living a lie, and that's not a life to live. So I put my comfort to the side and went ahead and watched the video. I didn't really boo-hoo cry. I'm pretty weird with that. I cry for weird occasions. That video, I might have shed a tear, but I felt empathy for the animals, but I just didn't cry. A lot of people do cry, though. A lot of people do cry. Grown men cry when they watch that video. I don't know why I didn't like break down, but I cried inside. I know that. I cried inside for the animals, because it's just so unjust what happens to them. And if you want to be vegan, which I don't see why not. Like, why not? People say, why do you go vegan? I say, why not go vegan? And I think more people should want to. Why? Because it, as I explained, it gave me passion, gave me purpose. It saves the planet. It helps the planet. It helps the animals. It helps your health. Well, not vegan, but the plant-based diet helps your health. It's just win-win-win. Because going vegan, you eat the plant-based diet. The plant-based diet doesn't make you vegan, but on the vegan lifestyle, you eat the plant-based diet. And that helps your health so much. It helps your mental clarity so much. So why not? Why not? It's a win-win-win for everybody, for everything, for yourself, for the animals, for the planet, and the community. It's just so beautiful connecting with these minds and these souls and these hearts that want to change the world for the better. That is very beautiful. And then from that point, from connecting with like minds on Facebook, I'm connecting with more vegans on YouTube, and now I'm in Thailand. I'm actually meeting a lot of vegans in person, and that's awesome, because it's one thing connecting with like minds on other sides of the world, but when you meet them in person, it just transforms your life so much. And yeah, it's like, this is only the beginning. My 2-year veganversary will be in February. I don't even know where I'll be 10 years down the road. I know I'm not going to even recognize myself. It's changed my life so much, and definitely watch animal slaughter documentary. It doesn't sound appealing, but the truth, as they say in the good book, the truth will set you free. It may not be comfortable, but the truth will expand your awareness, will expand your consciousness. It'll raise you up another level. If you want to improve, if you want to grow, if you want to evolve, go for the truth. Don't always go for what makes you feel comfortable. Comfort could become a prison for you if you're always going for what makes you feel comfortable. Leave your comfort zone, go for the truth. It may not be comfortable, but knowing the truth is the most noble thing you can do. Knowing the truth and actually living by the truth. Doing the right thing. A lot of people say vegans they're holier than thou. Some vegans act like that, but that's not what it's about. Being vegan is about not thinking you're superior over anything. We're all equals. The animals, humans, other humans, we're all equals. I'll admit that being vegan can make you a better person. It can, just like, setting goals can make you a better person. So just like setting goals can make you a better person, being vegan can make you a better person. Doesn't mean you're better or superior to another person who doesn't set goals or who isn't vegan, but you are a better person than what you once were. Right? So you're becoming a better version of yourself by going vegan. Doesn't mean you're better than other people. I'm confident in that. It will make you a better person, and it will help you reach new heights in your life. That's my story. That's what's happening for me. I can only speak based upon personal experience. And you feel a good feeling of, you feel proud. You feel proud because you're doing something to help. Nobody who steals feels proud. And vegan is not about stealing, it's about giving. Not about taking. See? We don't want to take lives, we don't want to take people's freedom, the freedom of animals. It's not really giving, but we don't want to take away. That's all it's about. Live and let live. That's what vegan is about. We're living, let other creatures live their life. Don't mess with them if we don't need to. We don't need their flesh to be healthy and happy. Plenty of vegans are some of the healthiest people in the world. There's no nutrient in any flesh or any animal secretion that we need to be healthy. And vegans are personal examples of this. We are personal examples. Look to us. I mean, I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm fit. So yeah, that's my story, and I hope you enjoy. Definitely make vegan a New Year's resolution. Make vegan a New Year's resolution. Watch Earthlings, the documentary. Watch Gary Yourofsky's speech, the best speech you've ever heard. That's the one speech that converts many people to the vegan lifestyle. It's a beautiful speech. It's also blunt. So be ready for that. The blunt, blood raw truth. And do it for yourself too. Go plant-based for yourself. If you don't care about animals, at least go plant-based for your own health. Go vegan. Happy New Year. 2015 is going to be an amazing year for you.
Moral relativism. A very, very, very dangerous proposition, a dangerous ideology, a dangerous belief system. What moral relativism postulates is that there is no such thing as objective right and wrong. Right and wrong, as a moral relativist would have people believe, are simply, as a moral relativist would state, constructs of the human mind. They don't exist in any form in nature. They're not objective. They cannot be objectively measured. They're not objective standards in any way. And essentially, man gets to choose and decide what is right for himself and what is wrong for himself. So if something that benefits me greatly harms many, many other people, that's good. That's a good thing, because I can only look at right and wrong as relative. It doesn't make a difference whether somebody else's rights are being trounced. It doesn't make a difference whether somebody else's freedom is being destroyed. If I'm making out like a bandit in a certain situation, then that's fine and that's good and that should continue. This is how a moral relativist really sees things. It's no objective standard for ethics whatsoever, and there's no real objective difference between right and wrong to a moral relativist. That's the second basic tenet of Satanism, and you can see how it goes hand in hand with the ideology of self-preservation first and above all else, including ethics.